Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Ben Trading Cards, and today we are going to play the Taboo Contract with James Moore, and we're gonna he also gonna explain on how you can attack, how you can move the cards on the battlefield. Okay, so James, how are you, James?
I am doing okay.
Okay, so we're gonna play the game, and we're gonna start with these characters. I have my Rory, I have my Zephyr Angel, and Arya Angel. How about yours?
I have Eric. I have Zio as my demon, and Ely as my other demon.
All right, and guys, if you haven't seen the components of this game, please go to the previous video that I did. All right, so I have 60 card deck here. Can I put more cards on the deck?
No, it must be 60 cards.
60 cards. All right. And James need to put my HP of Rory to 0 so to win. Okay. So what's the first one to move, James?
Well, normally we don't have to do this for this because it's a tutorial.
Okay.
But normally players are going to not have any of their starters revealed.
Mm-hmm.
So players are going to roll a die to decide who goes first. So I'd roll a 3, and you try to roll higher, of
Okay.
course.
I'll roll. That would be
And
3 again. Okay. So for the sake of that, what?
oh,
It's always 3. What's happening here?
magic. All
There.
right. So you would decide who goes first or second at this point.
This time you go first.
So you would say I go first. Is that what
Uh,
you're saying?
no, you go first. Yeah,
Okay. So what will happen now is you're going to flip all of your starters face up
face up. All right.
because all of your starters are active for the first turn. Mine, however, are not.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm going first, I start with less cards or less units in play than you.
All
So
right.
this card right here would be face down. I actually have them in the wrong spots.
Mm-hmm.
So on the left side of your character, that's the one that will be face down.
Left side. Okay.
Yep. And then after everybody has flipped their appropriate cards face up, their starter cards, each player is going to begin the game with a 5 card hand.
5. Draw 5. All right.
So there is no order in which you have to do things in this game. There's no phases. You have the start of the turn, and
Mm-hmm.
any card effects that could be applied at the start of the turn will apply themselves. Right now, there are none.
Okay.
And then after that, it's open game state. So I can play cards, I can move cards, I can equip cards, I can attack cards. So each card can only manually move itself once per turn. So I'm going to go ahead and do that by moving my Zio up 1 slot, and I'm going to move my Eric behind him.
Okay.
Since my Zio has not played a card yet this turn, I'm going to equip him. He's going to play a Birch Axe from my hand, equipping himself.
So is that your turn is finished?
No, I
Not
can
yet.
play another card with Eric since he hasn't played one yet.
Okay.
Because each card or each unit in play, so like characters, angels, demons, and supporters, they can play one card manually per turn.
All
So,
right.
yeah. But because I don't actually have anything to play with at this current point, other than that, what'll happen is I'll declare the end of my turn. So each player at the end of each player's turn draws one card. So that's at the end of every turn.
Oh,
Every player playing draws a card.
all right.
So I'll draw one and you'll draw one.
Draw one.
Yep. And then after players draw their cards, turn one player will flip their face down starter face up. And then the start of the turn begins.
All right. So my turn. Can I equip the character with a basic accessory or uh what's that? Oh yeah, it's just basic. So
Basic equipment can be equipped to anything.
to anything. Okay. So I will, and this one, Arya can move diagonally,
Yes, she
right?
has a passive, so that passive is always active while she's in play.
Yeah,
So she can move diagonally, and so can your Zephyr, actually.
nice. So I'll just put right there, and let's try basic weapon.
So who's going to play the basic weapon?
Arya.
Okay, and she's going to equip herself?
Yeah, herself.
Okay.
Then I gonna also put an accessory with
So,
Arya.
okay, so about cost. You
Oh
notice
yeah,
how there's the blue gem at the top corner?
yes.
And it says 1. So how you pay a cost is you discard a different card from your hand, and then this comes out. Since this has a cost of 1, it's 1 card.
Okay. So it should be one card. Let's say I can put this away. Let's try it. Where do I put this card?
You can
Right
put it
here?
next to your deck.
Oh yeah.
Usually we put our discard piles next to our deck and our between piles over here.
Okay, so there, and I get pay. Since Birch Axe
Okay,
is
so
free.
here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
She already played a card,
Yep.
so she can't play this. Somebody else will have to play this. However, you can use a different card to equip her. So if you want to play this accessory using Rory, since he hasn't played a card yet this turn, Rory can play this accessory to equip Arya.
Okay, so that means you can only play one accessory or weapon at a
No,
support.
you can play any number of weapons and accessories per turn as long as there's a card that can play it.
Uh-huh. But you
Arya,
you can
listen.
put two?
Yeah, you can have up to 3 cards. It's so you can have 3 weapons, you can have 3 accessories, you can have 2 weapons and 1 accessory, you can have 2 accessories and 1 weapon. So it can be equipped with a maximum of 3 cards at any time.
Okay.
But they cannot have the same name. So you can't equip another Burchax to Arya. You can't equip another Lulu's Ruff to Arya because there's already one equipped to her.
All right. So basically this one is okay, right? That I
Yes.
put Lulu on Arya,
You
correct?
can if it's Rory playing it because Arya played Burchax, so she can't play a card.
Ah,
She's
okay.
already played a card. So Rory can reach Arya. Since he can reach Arya and Arya is his ally,
Yeah.
um, he can equip her with the Lulu's Ruff.
So that's from my Rory action.
Yes. So
Okay.
yeah, your Rory is playing that Lulu's Ruff because Rory can reach her. You could also move Zephyr up and use Zephyr to equip the Lulu's Ruff instead.
Oh, so that means the equipping equipping my companions is coming from Rory. Is that right?
Any unit can equip any other unit
Okay.
as long as it can reach it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can use him to equip Arya. You can use Rory to equip Arya. You can use Arya to equip Rory. It doesn't.
Ah,
It doesn't. Yeah.
but you
All units can equip each other.
but you can only do the one equipping in one turn, right?
No,
No?
incorrect.
Okay. So
A
I
card.
can.
I.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me re-explain this. A card can only play one card per turn. So once Arya plays any card type, she can't play any more cards that turn at all. So once she plays this weapon, that's it. She can't play another card. You'll have to use another card to play a card.
All
So
right.
since Rory hasn't played a card yet, you're discarding a card so that Rory can play the basic accessory. And since he can reach Arya, he can equip her with it instead of himself.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, yeah.
You can play any number of weapons per turn. You can play any number of accessories per turn as long as there's a card in play that hasn't played a
Yes.
card yet.
Yes. And this Zephyr cannot reach Arya, correct? Because
Right, because
it's
he only
in
has
here.
one reach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one
But
reach.
if he moves, then
Yeah.
yes, he can equip.
Yep, correct. Okay. So this time I'm left with Zephyr to do to play a card.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
can play a card with Zephyr.
I can just move Zephyr here. Okay, can I put a supporter right now?
If you play it with Zephyr, yes.
So Zephyr can have a supporter.
Well,
Wait.
Zephyr, you're playing a supporter is the same as playing any other card type. You have to have a card in play that hasn't played a card yet.
Okay.
So Zephyr, you can play a supporter with any card, but Rory can't do it because he played Lulu's Rough. Arya can't do it because she played Burchax. So you'd have to use Zephyr to play it.
Yeah. Yeah,
When you
correct.
play a supporter, the card that's playing it is going to put that supporter into play in reach of itself.
Yeah.
So Zephyr can put the supporter here, here, or here.
Yes. Okay. And then there's a cost here, say for example, Rory, and I don't want to is it right that I should not be putting Rory in here because of this?
Well, it depends really if you want to protect Zephyr or not.
Oh yeah, what's the damage of this? Damage
I
attack is
have
2
I have a base attack of 2, and I'm gaining 1 attack from the
plus 1. So
Burchax. So I
there'll
have
be
3
3
attack.
and then this one is 6. Okay. So that will be fine. And I will be discarding one card because of the cost of Rory is 1.
Okay,
So,
so there's
uh-huh.
another way to pay costs in this game.
Okay.
This Lulu's Rough that has a cost of 1 is worth 1 while it's in play. So if you wanted to send this to the discard pile to play Rory, you could.
Ah, all right.
Yeah, so anything that has a cost higher than 0 is worth whatever it's costing while it's in play. While it's in the hand, it's only worth 1.
Mm-hmm. So this one, Birch Axe is better because it will add 1 attack. But this Lulu, yeah, I can just sacrifice that.
Well, you could do that, or you can discard a card.
No, I need my cards here.
You already did. You paid a cost to play the Lulu's Rough, though.
Oh, okay. No, but because my cards here are nice, it's like it seems good. Oh wait, yeah, probably. Um. Oh yeah, I can discard this one because it's cost a lot. Is that right?
Oh,
7.
Sentient Heart. Yeah, that's a really good card, though.
Yeah, okay. Just yeah. I think I'm done because I played already everything,
Well,
all the cards.
Rory has a card effect that's a trigger. Remember that triggers
Yep. And
have a condition, and he meets his condition.
yeah, so send one card from your deck to your between except Rory. My between is here, right?
The pile over here, yeah.
So anywhere, any card from my deck
Any
or
any
mhm.
card you want, except for Rory. So
should
if it's named Rory, you can't send Rory.
should I search it or
Um,
it's random
yeah. You search it.
search?
Yep.
Since I don't know what are the cards that is good. So for now, I'll be.
Well, if you read Rory's ability, he gets
Mm-hmm.
to play cards from your between.
Ah,
Yeah,
nice.
your character does that. So
Yeah, so you put it in between and then bring it to the battlefield. Okay.
yeah, usually it's a good idea to send Rory's chest.
What is Rory's chest? A card named Rory's
Yes.
chest.
Yeah, it's a
What's
chest. It's like a treasure chest in front of a curtain or a window.
okay? Oh, I think this one. Oh yeah, here. So I'll put that chest. Oh, that chest over here. Then I can I cannot play right now, correct? Because I already used
Well,
ro
after anytime you go into your deck, so if you look inside of your deck,
mm-hmm.
you have to shuffle it.
All right, yeah. And I can't play with Rory right now, correct? This character Rory because I already played Lulu.
Right. He can't use his ability right now because
Yeah.
in order for him to use his ability, he has to play a card. Now,
Mm.
if a card says play a card ignoring the conditions of that card, then you can play another card even though it's already played a card because you're ignoring that condition.
Uh-huh.
But since his ability doesn't ignore conditions and he's already played a card, he can't just play Rory's chest this turn
Okay. All right.
since he played Lulu's Ralph.
All right. Now I'm this card is sent to your between draw one card. Okay, this is not in between. Okay, the second trigger is not active. All right, so I'm done because
Okay,
I already
so
moved everything. Yeah.
at the end of each player's turn, each player draws one card.
Draws one card.
I am in a pickle. My oh my, do I wish. So I'm going to discard one card to pay the cost of Lunar Dagger so that my Zeo can equip himself with it. And then my Eric is going to discard another card so that he can play an item or a weapon and equip the Zeo he can reach with it. So I'm going to play a taser.
I
So
thought,
he's
sorry, I thought you can only have three cards in a cell. No?
they're equipped to Zeo. They're like
Ah,
equipment. It's like he's wearing them. They're like clothing.
okay. All right. Yeah.
Only units can't cross through or reach through because it's the unit being treated as that. The unit's
Mm-hmm.
occupying the zone, but the equipment's occupying the unit.
All right.
So he has three cards equipped to him, so he can't equip anything else unless I get rid of a card, which I'm not going to at this moment. Um, but on the bright side, move up and move up and over. And I'm going to discard one card so that I can move this Rory right here using the effect of my Zeo.
Okay.
And now that's going to deal one damage to your Rory. So what I'm going to do is make a damage die for us. So we'll use that as a damage counter.
All right. Some
And
damage one. So that means I already have 5 HP.
yes, he's
So
currently down to 5
that
HP.
is one. Okay.
Um, my Zeo currently has 1, 2, 3. He's got 5 attack and 3 luck. So he's going to declare an attack on your Zephyr.
Which one? This?
Yep, Zeo is going to attack your
But
Zephyr
how can it reach my Zephyr?
because I have 2 reach. I have weapons equipped.
It will add one reach per
Yep.
weapon.
No, not per weapon. It doesn't stack.
Aha, okay. Where's the weapon?
I have
One,
I have 3 weapons equipped.
three weapons, so it will not stack. Okay. So
Yeah.
each
So
weapon can give one more reach, right?
No, it doesn't matter how many weapons you have. It doesn't stack. So he even though he has 3 weapons, he's still only gaining 1 reach from it.
Oh yeah, a weapon can give you another reach, like
Yeah.
one more reach.
Yep. As long as a unit is equipped with a weapon, it's gaining a reach. As long
Okay,
as a
yep.
unit is equipped with an accessory, it's gaining a movement.
All right.
So I'm
So,
going to declare an attack on your Zephyr with my Zeo, which is ironic because this is lore accurate.
so I will have
No,
minus.
we're going to move to damage calculation. So you have my attack stat versus your resist stat. Now, normally how this works is I have 5 attack and you have 2 resist. So it's 5 minus 2. So you would take 3 damage, but I have to roll for critical damage using my luck stat.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a luck stat currently of 3. So when you roll for critical damage or roll for luck, you have to roll your luck stat or lower for it to succeed. If you roll a number higher than your luck stat, the roll fails.
All right.
So I'm going to attempt to deal critical damage. And I rolled a 1, so it's a success. Now what this means is I bypass your resist. We don't use your resist for damage
Mm,
calculation. It's just pure damage. So you'll take 5 damage.
5 because of 2, 1, 1, 1. Okay. So I take 5. Yeah.
Yep, I have a luck stat of 3 because of the dagger giving me 1 and the taser giving me 1. Now here's the cool thing. My taser is going to proc since I dealt critical damage when attacking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, never mind. It's not going to proc because I'm attacking an angel.
Why? What's happening there? Why you can't attack an angel with
Well,
the
no,
taser?
it says if the equipped card attacks and deals critical damage to a character or supporter. Zephyr is not a character or supporter.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
got it.
So I actually don't proc.
Mm-hmm.
But he will take that 5 damage, and so
Yeah, 5.
um, and that would be the end of the turn. So we would both draw our card and continue on with our turns.
Okay. Draw a card. And it's my turn.
Since it's relevant, your Arya, for example, she can't move through Rory and she can't move through Zephyr, but she can move diagonally, so she could just
Yeah.
do this.
Okay. Yeah. Correct.
So that's diagonal movement's actually pretty decent in this game. So
And this one is nice. You can also have an ability to look up, to look at the top card. Okay. So my Arya will have an HP attack is 0, but one weapon there, and Ludus Ruff has no attack.
no, it's 1 health and 1 resist at it.
Okay, so I'm gonna go here. Then because of that,
Oh, she has 2 movement, by the way. So she can actually, this is funny, she can do 1, 2, and now she can reach my character or my demon.
uh-huh. Wow.
Because she has a weapon.
Oh yeah. Could go here. It's like a horse in the chest.
Yeah, you could. But if you want to protect your Zephyr, you could also do that. It's totally up to you.
This one is the resistant. Resist is 1.
Yep.
Attack HP 7. This is a strong card.
Yes, he's pretty strong.
Yeah.
So you'd have to deal critical damage to me to deal any damage to me with Arya because her attack currently is 1 and my resist is 1. So it's 1 attack minus 1 resist equals 0.
Sorry, I think I have to do this. Can I do this first
Yeah, you can.
there and then attack Zeo?
Okay, so it's 1 attack minus 1 resist, which is 0 damage.
One attack
Yeah.
one resist 0 damage. Oh.
Yeah, you have to quit. That's what
Mm-hmm.
weapons are for. That's why you need weapons.
Resist. Okay, and then I will. Okay, I'm not sure if this one is okay. I will put right here. Then I will play remedy power
Okay, so select.
from
All right, so it says select one character or supporter.
yeah. So this is my
This is
support.
an angel.
Oh, it's not a supporter. Oh,
It's not.
okay.
It's yeah. You have to select your character or your supporter.
All right. Let's will that work?
You
So,
use that for Lulu the dragon because it gives her 2 attack.
mm-hmm.
Makes
It
her
should be
strong.
supporter. Oh, okay. So I'll just use this and attack your Zeo.
You have 0 attack.
Oh, I'm looking at this HP. I'm still confused with that. With that. Okay, 0 attack. I need a weapon. I'll just use this here and attack Zeo.
You can't.
Why? Because it's in reach, right?
No, you can't reach through your Zephyr, and you can't reach through your Rory.
But it can go diagonally.
It can move diagonally. It can't reach diagonally.
Oh, so it
there's
should be
actually there's
should
actually cards that let you reach diagonally.
so that's the movement diagonal. Okay, so all right. So can I just do this? Right there.
Yeah, yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Now
So
she has 1 luck, so she can attack me and try to deal critical damage, but you'll have to roll a 1. So like you'll need a 1 out of 6 chance to deal critical damage.
okay. Where is the die? I here. So I need to roll a exactly 1
Yep. Whatever your luck stat is or lower is what you have to roll.
or lower, but it's 1. Okay.
Yeah.
So there. Oh, 5. So that's not
So damage
successful.
calculation.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not successful.
Yeah. So
So
that will
what'll happen is it's 1 attack. Since you didn't deal critical damage, we're going to damage calculation, and that's 1 attack minus 1 resist, so it'd be 0 damage.
uh-huh. Okay. So I played those ones. Um, I gonna play. Card can move diagonally. Oh, it can move diagonal.
Yes, he
Okay,
can.
there,
He's
and
actually a
then
very annoying card. He's very hard to kill.
how many supporters are in my deck?
Like 12
12
maybe 12
supporters.
support. Yeah.
Okay,
So like
since this,
a good number of them. There's at
yeah,
least 12 of them in there.
okay. So I put it there,
You
and
can
then
only have 3 supporters in play, by the way.
us three supporters. Okay,
Yep,
so I'll
everything's always restricted by 3.
yeah, I'll put an item and select a character supporter in reach. The selected card gains attack equal to its base. But will this be a continuous one? No, it's just this turn, right?
Well,
Until the
here's
end
the
of
thing.
turn. How
You
do I
only
use
have
that?
All right, so who's playing it first?
This one.
So he would have to select a character or a supporter. So the only thing that
Yeah,
he can
here.
select, yeah, the only thing in reach he can select is this Rory.
Yes.
Now what's happening is Rory's going to gain attack equal to his own base resist. He has a base resist of 0.
Ooh. Okay, that's.
Now
Oh.
if you used it on your character has a base resist of 1, so he'll gain an attack.
Yeah, but it's useless. There's nothing to attack at this time, right?
Yeah,
So.
usually this is going to be used with Lulu the dragon,
Hmm.
who
So
has a base resist of 2, so it just gives her 2 attack for free.
yeah. So I won't use that. So that will be here, and then I'll just move. Make
You could
card.
also use this as draw power.
Which one? The
The remedy of power that you yeah
This one?
you just because you pick Rory and he gains no attack doesn't mean you can't play it. You could still play it, and because it's an item, when an item resolves, you always draw a card.
Ah,
So you can use it to dig through your deck to get to more stuff you need.
okay, that's nice. So I gotta use this just to draw a card. Okay, so once I put it there, since I don't have any supporter that can can use this, so I'll just put it
Oh,
there.
you can select a character or supporter, so you can give it to
Yeah,
Rory. If you give it to this Rory, then he'll gain one attack until the end of the turn.
yeah, but it won't be used because there's
Well,
nothing.
that's fine. If you're digging for cards you need, you know.
Oh yeah, okay, just put it there. Um,
So you're playing it with Rory.
yeah, with Rory.
Yeah, because he's in zero reach of himself, so he can select himself.
And so I will have two attacks now. Then that's it. And I will
Well, no, that's what happens is when this resolves, goes to discard pile just like an action. And then because it was an item, you'll draw one card.
uh draw one card.
All items always replace themselves after they resolve.
And can I play that card at this
Sure.
time? Ah,
Rory is the only card that has played a card this turn.
yeah.
So you can still play a card with Arya, you can still play a card with Zephyr, and you can still play a card with your supporter Rory. Except for an item, because a player can only play one item per turn. Unless doing it with a card effect.
My question is this one upgrade. So I can upgrade.
Who's playing it?
Um, I I will play with this Rory. Zephyr.
Alright, so I wish you didn't attack with your Arya yet.
Why? What happened?
Because there's a cool thing you could be doing right now. So yeah, you'd take this Rory and shuffle it into your deck.
Yes. So oh yeah, put it here. Okay.
It
Now.
goes into your deck and shuffle it, and then you go into your deck and find a supporter who costs one more than that Rory does. So supporter with a cost of 2. So basically a dragon. What I recommend getting is because my hand advantage is low and you need to dig for better cards. I recommend getting Lulu.
So I should have done that before I put the item, right?
Well,
Oh.
you drew the upgrade, right? Off of the
No,
item.
no, no, no. I did not. It's a different. I draw charity.
Oh,
That
well,
was
no,
that's what that this is.
you could do it in any order, but you don't because you don't know how the cards work yet. You don't know certain combos
Oh
that I
yeah,
know.
correct. Yeah. Okay.
So, like when you shuffle that Rory into your deck, you can now get a Lulu or a Soul. And the reason I say I wish you didn't attack with Arya yet is because if you got a Soul, you could put Soul next to your Rory, and it would boost Arya by 1 attack because you have a Zephyr in play.
Mhm.
And then you'd be attacking me for 2 damage instead of 1. So even if you don't crit, you're at least doing damage to my Zeo.
Uh-huh.
But because you already attacked, you probably actually want to get a Lulu so you can trigger the Lulu's effect when it comes into play.
Yeah.
Now, this says in reach of your character. So your character has a reach of 1. So you can put it
Oh.
here or
Oh yeah.
here or here. So you'd
Okay.
be putting it here.
I'll just put it there and
Yep.
then shuffle,
And then this would resolve. And
resolve.
then when Lulu is put into play, Lulu can trigger.
When this card is put in play, draw one card. Ah. Then if you have an area in play, you can send one card from your hand to the between. Alright, so because I have an Arya, okay, I'll draw first. One card.
And then it's optional. You can send a card from your hand to the between to send a random card from my hand to the between, which
Sorry.
you probably want to.
Sorry, I didn't get it. So I will get a card from in the
No,
between.
No. Now that you've drawn a card, since you have Aria in play, you can send one card from your hand to the between. And if you do, you can send one random card from my hand to the between.
Ah.
So it's like sniping my hand.
Okay. Um. So I will put a card in my hand to the between, right? So I'll put charity here
I think you should keep that.
because what's the use of charity?
Did you read it?
Yeah, from your deck to your hand, and if you do, your opponent draws one card for each. So you
Yeah,
will
you
be an
draw.
advantage for
You,
you, right?
you gain. Well, it's an advantage for both of us. What this does is thin your deck out 3 cards and give you 3 cards to pay costs with. It's making your deck thinner, so it's more consistent, and you're adding more cards to your hand. It would have been better to play that charity before you played the upgrade, because then you could send a charity from your hand to the between instead of a good card.
Sorry, okay, because what it says here,
Yeah,
your opponent draws one card for each.
yeah.
So that means you will draw, right? You will draw one card.
No. If you play charity, you add any number of charity from your deck to your hand. You have 3 more in your deck, so you would add 3 charity to your hand from your deck, and then I would draw cards equal to the number of charity you added from your deck to your hand. So if you add 3 charity to your hand from your deck, I'll draw 3 cards. If you add 2, I'll draw 2 cards. If you add 1, I'll draw 1 card. But the point of charity is to thin your deck out on your turn so that you have more cards in your hand to pay costs with. So if you played charity first and added 3 charity to your hand and let me draw 3 cards, you could have then played upgrade to go into Lulu, draw
Mm-hmm.
another card after you thin your deck out with charity, and then pitch a charity from your hand to the between to snipe a random card from my hand. And instead of getting rid of a good card, you'd be getting rid of one of your charities because you just added a whole bunch of them to your hand.
So charity is for paying uh the
It's
cost.
just it's there to make your hand bigger.
Yeah.
That's
And for
that's all it's there for.
okay.
It's actually a really good card.
All right.
And you don't
So
want to get rid of it because you don't want to turn around and draw into a charity later in the game and then only have 2 to add to your hand because then it's way worse.
mm-hmm.
So
Okay,
you want to
let
yeah,
me try this.
whenever you have charity, you generally want to play it.
Yeah. So let me try playing it with
Well, you have are you sending anything from your hand with Lulu?
no, in between you mean?
Yeah, cuz Lulu has a second effect because you have Arya in play.
Let me try that of effect with this.
Oh, Dage. Oh. Okay. So now yeah, this is going
Uh,
to get interesting. So take a random card out of my hand.
okay, so I I put this in between. What effect did it trigger? If this
Well,
card is sent to the
it's
between,
going
yeah,
to yeah, it's going to trigger, but you have to resolve Lulu. Lulu's still resolving. So this trigger will activate
after.
after Lulu is finished. All card effects that are currently
Yeah,
resolving have to finish resolving. So finish Lulu and take a random card out of my hand.
yeah. I will get a random card from your hand. Where is it?
My hand's right here.
I don't see it. You just take whatever you. Wait, see here?
Just grab a random card and pull it out.
There.
Yep, that sucks. That
Okay.
sucks so much. Okay, so now Lulu is finished resolving. So any triggers that could have triggered at that time while the effects were resolving can do so. So this got sent to the between, which means you can
Yep.
take any other card in your between and stick it on top of your deck. So
Stick it
this
on top.
Rory's Chest,
Okay.
which is a really good card, by the way, just throw it on top of your deck.
There.
Boom. Yep. Just like that.
All right. Then now I still have. I still can play a card with Lulu, right?
You can, but if you, I don't. Do you want to resolve this? Because if you go and search charities from your deck with charity,
Yeah, I can play Charity with Lulu.
Yeah, but the Rory's Chest you just put on top of your deck, which is a really good card, will get shuffled.
Oh, so I don't want to use it because I will be reshuffling it, right?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
sometimes
Okay.
it's good to just not use this trigger. Like in this situation, you wouldn't want to.
Uh-huh, yeah, because of that.
Yeah, you'd actually rather just eventually play this Rory's
Yeah,
Chest with Rory.
correct. Correct.
So, all right, so Lulu was put into play from Upgrade.
Yes.
An Upgrade states, but it cannot attack or play actions this turn.
Yeah.
So Lulu cannot attack, and Lulu cannot play an action this turn.
All right.
So if you want to play an action, the only card that hasn't played a card yet, if I'm not mistaken, is Arya. So Arya would have to play Charity if you want to play Charity.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll use Charity with Arya. So that means I'm gonna add any number of Charity from your deck to your hand, and if you do, your opponent. Okay, I'll add. I
You have
have
you should have 3 in your deck. You
Charity
always want to add the maximum number.
1. Yeah, I think I already have 3. Oh no, I still have 1 here.
There should be 3 in the deck.
3 in a deck. Okay.
Yeah, because you can have a maximum copy of 4 cards of the same name in your
Oh yeah,
deck, so
yeah.
there's 4 Charity in your
No,
deck.
I have a Charity in my hand.
Oh, ew.
So
I would
yeah,
only draw. Yeah, I
I
would only
draw
draw 2 cards from that.
2. Yeah, there.
So whenever you add from your deck to your hand, you have to reveal to your opponent that it's the correct card.
Oh, sorry. There.
Yep.
Charities. Okay. I make Charity. Then this one goes to Brave Shuffle.
Yep.
And then I think I'm done for now.
That
Oh, sorry. Did I? Can I play the ability of this
no,
card?
because he played an item this turn.
Ah, okay. All right. Your turn.
So we
So we're
would
gonna
both draw
draw.
1 card.
Draw 1 card.
Yep. And then I'm going to play my card, which is going to be with my Zeo, and I'm going to play my Charity
Oh, yeah.
so that I can have 1, 2, 3 Charity added from my deck to my hand. So you'll draw 3 cards.
3 cards.
Yep.
All right. Got it.
I know you're not going to complain about that.
Mm-hmm.
So afterwards, I'm going to shuffle my deck. My Zeo. Oh wait, I can't. That sucks. So I'm going to use Eric.
Where is
It's a
your?
tough call. Very, very tough call here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to move Eric here. Eric is going to be equipped by Elia. So Elia is going to play this weapon and equip it to Eric.
Okay. Set attack.
I'm
Eric
going.
2 plus 1. That's 3. Okay.
Yep, and he has a luck of 1, so when he swings for critical damage, I have to roll a 1 or lower, and so that's what he's going to do. He's going to attack your Zephyr. Is that okay?
Zephyr. Okay.
So I'm going to roll for critical damage and try to roll a 1.
Sorry, Eric is attacking, right? So
Yep.
Eric.
Oh, I just rolled a 1 too.
Okay.
So I deal 3 damage.
3 damage.
Also, now here's the thing. You have a passive. And it says once per turn, reduce any lethal damage this card would receive to 1. And since he'd be receiving 3 damage, which puts him at 8 damage counters,
Yeah.
which is enough to be lethal damage,
Yes.
instead of taking the full 3 damage, you're now going to reduce that damage to 1. So you're only taking 1 damage. So you're going from 5 damage counters to 6 instead of killing him.
Sorry. Why? Why was that? Because of?
Because I
Because
was
of.
dealing because I was killing him, so the damage is being reduced to 1.
Yeah. Oh, so because I have the permanent, I
The
forgot
passive.
the passive
Yeah.
one. Once per turn,
Yep.
reduce.
Once
Okay.
per turn, if he
This card will receive
dies,
to
if
one.
he receives damage that would kill him, you're reducing the damage to 1.
Yeah, but you did attack me with 2. Sorry, 3. So that will be 2, right? That will be 7 now. Because
You
you.
had 5. No, you had 5 damage, and I'm dealing 3 damage because it's critical damage, so we don't count your resist. It's the full damage.
Yeah, 3. And then
Yeah.
minus 1 of the passive ability of this one. So that will be 2. So that will be. No,
No.
no?
No. I'm not reducing it by 1. I'm reducing it to 1. You're taking 1 damage.
Mm-hmm. One. Okay. So I will be.
1 damage. So you're at 6 damage now instead of having lethal damage.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because 5 plus 1 is 6. So, since that passive only works once per turn, my Zeo is going to attack your Zephyr. And it doesn't matter if I deal critical damage or not, he's going to take a minimum of 3 damage, which is enough to kill him. So what
Um,
happens?
are there a response card for this? Like, for example, you're
Yes,
at the.
you actually discarded it at the beginning of the game.
Huh?
There are cards that will defend you that have triggers. Yeah.
Okay, so that's the one. Okay. I discard a strong card. Okay.
That's actually a very popular pick in
Yeah.
R&D. It's a very popular card. There's
So,
actually a better one.
yeah, so now my Zephyr dice.
Well, okay, so starters work differently than everything else. When a starter dies, like an angel or a demon, it gets
Yep.
removed from the game. It's permadeath.
Okay. There.
It can never come back.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So, and I've already done all my attacking. So my Zeo and my Elia both have played a card this turn, but my Eric has not. So what I'm going to do is discard 1 card so that my Eric can play a supporter. And I'm going to play Ishion the Dragon. So Ishion the Dragon has a passive that says, if you have an Elia in play, reduce the cost of this card in your hand and discard pile by 1. So because I
Yeah.
have Elia, he's a 1 cost instead
One
of a 2
cost. Yeah.
cost. And then I would
Oh,
I would end
did you
my turn.
so did you pay the cost already?
Yeah,
Is
I
this the one?
discarded a charity.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
I would end my turn and we would both draw our card. See, now you have a big hand, so like I'm afraid of what you might do to me.
All right. Now I can
She's so
wait.
annoying.
This one it's HP is 1. Okay, that's weak.
It's
But
very
it's at
weak.
the attack is 3. Wow. That's
Yeah,
strong.
he's what we call the beat stick of the game. He just runs around and stomps on supporters.
Yeah. Okay, so I gonna.
This can't attack your character though, because the
Mhm.
passive stops it.
Yep.
And also, if I attack your Arya, for example, I don't get to roll for critical damage, so I would still deal like nothing to your Arya.
Yeah. So I can move right here
Yes.
and
Yes.
equip with this.
No. This is a
Oh, it's
blessed
blessed.
accessory.
Oh, should
Yeah.
be say angels. So I
Yeah,
can
but you can
equip.
equip it
Yeah.
to your Arya, which means any damage I would deal to your Rory would be dealt to Arya instead, which is really annoying.
Yeah. I can just put that.
Yeah, is he
Wait.
equipping himself?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So
you just probably end up killing
so
my
1, 2. That's 2. Oh, what is it? A supporter? Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's
supporter.
enough damage to kill him, by the way, to kill my my Ishion. If you pay the cost of a card from your hand, this Lulu is worth 2 because it has a 2 cost and it's in play.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm.
So if you wanted to play like a soul from your hand, you could use this Lulu for the entire cost
No,
because it pays for
I
2.
don't have a soul. I have a solar shard.
It's just an example.
Hmm.
Wait, you have a solar shard?
Yeah, but I don't have a soul. The dragon. I can't use that ability. But
The
it,
ability is okay. Remember how I said you can only manually play one item per turn?
mm-hmm.
So the ability bypasses that. If you have a soul, let's say you play Antique Map, which is another item.
Yeah.
Well, normally you can't play another item that turn, but because the shard's using an ability to play it, it bypasses that.
Uh-huh.
So it allows you to play an additional item that turn. And of course, items are great because they replace themselves.
Yeah, I can use this here.
You could. Well, no,
And
you can't actually because he played a weapon this turn.
oh, but I can use this to this one, right? Oh no, this turn. For all the characters and the companions, you can choose more than 2 items, right?
I'm confused what you mean.
Um, so items can't be you can't play 2 items at a certain character or on
You as a
all
player, you
as a
as the
player.
player cannot play more than one item per turn.
All right, 1 item. So okay. No, but this one is not an item, it's a weapon. Is it
Yeah, that's
considered an
correct.
item?
Yeah, but he played a card, so he can't play another card. You'd have to use something else to play a card,
Oh yeah, that's what I'm
like
saying.
Lilith
I can
or
play
Arya.
with the angel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, they can play it,
but
but
not more than 2 items. Yeah, okay.
right, not no,
Yeah.
yeah, because it's an item.
So I will just resolve first with Rory. So I added that to Rory. Then
I I'm not gonna lie, you could use
oh yeah,
Rory's chest with Rory
yeah, I
instead.
forgot.
You could use your Arya to equip Rory, and then use Rory's ability so that he can play Rory's chest from your between.
Can use Ira. Ari. Okay, yeah, yeah, correct. So I'll use the ability of this select card in between this one.
Well, yep, you're going to select this, so that's still in the between.
Oh yeah, select in between.
You're just selecting it right now. You're doing everything in
So
order.
send 1 card from your hand to your discard pile and 1 card from your hand to your between. So 1 card to my discard pile,
Yep,
so that's a
and one to your between.
charity, and 1 to my between. Okay, can I? Maybe this is a good way to put it here. Is that correct?
Yes,
Other than the item, because item doesn't cost anything, so this one costs 1, so I can
it's not a
bring.
cost. It's not.
No, it's 1, right? Jester's Mask cost 1. So
Yeah.
other than sacrificing 1, I just use the ability of what's this? Rory on the next turn to get my mask.
Well, when it says play the selected card using this card, it means to play it. When you play a card, you have to pay its cost.
Ah, ha, ha, ha. Okay. So regardless of that, I will still pay for Jester's Mask.
Yeah, if it just said equip an
Hmm.
accessory from that would be different.
Okay, got it.
Or put play a card and put into play are two
Mm-hmm.
different things.
Yeah. So then play, sorry, play this, right?
Yes, you would play that.
Put it
And now you're
there.
going to select 3 different card types from your discard pile and send them to the between. But you're
Send.
going to be adding either Jester's Mask to your hand or your day change. You'll probably want to add your day change.
So
So
so I
I
add first.
no,
They changed, no?
no. Send 3 cards with different types from your discard pile to your between, except Rory's chest. So go into your discard pile and pick 3 cards with different types.
All right.
And you have exactly 3 types in your discard pile. You have Sentient Heart, you have some actions, and you should have an item. Nice, nice.
Yeah. So 3
Um,
cards.
yep. And then you get to add a card with a different name than those cards. So
Mm-hmm.
As long as they're not named Sentient Heart, not named Graze, and not named Remedy of Power, you can add it to your hand. Day Change is not the same name, so you can add that to your
Yeah.
hand.
Ah, okay, got it.
And because Rory's chest is an item, when it resolves,
Draw
you
a
get to
card.
draw a card. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Combos.
Interesting. All right. Then I can play this. Okay, so now I'm done with. Oh no, I have to
You can.
attack
So
this
it doesn't
with
matter if
Rory.
it doesn't matter if you crit or not. I only have 1 health and 1 resist. 2 damage minus 1 resist is 1 damage. I have 1 health, so it's
Yeah.
dead.
So now basically I'm done with Rory. So I go with Arya now. So
Yeah, you could even do something like this and just start swinging at my character, but you would need more attack.
yeah. Okay. So
So
I
your
need.
Lulu hasn't played a card yet. So if you have another weapon in your hand and you can equip it to Arya, then she can deal damage to my Eric, while
So
also protecting your Rory from my Eric.
should I equip first before moving, or I can move and then equip? It doesn't matter.
Well, your Lulu would have to play the card because Arya's already played a card. Rory has already played a card. So the only card you have left in play that can still play a card is Lulu.
No, I haven't played any card from Arya
She
yet.
equipped Rory with Birchax.
No,
So that Rory could play this from your between.
no, I equip myself. I equip myself with sorry. I equip Rory with my axe.
Well, then he can't play this.
Oh, I'm a little bit confused over that with that.
The reason why I said equip it with Arya, use Arya to play the Birchax and equip Rory with it, is so that Rory could play this with his ability. Because
Oh,
once he plays a card, he can't play another card that turn. So he
oh,
can't use his ability.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So your best option was either to move Lulu behind him and then equip him with Lulu, or to just use the Arya to equip him
Uh-huh.
with
So
the
what I
Birchax.
can do is, but Arya can still move, right? And attack.
Yeah, she can still
Okay.
move and attack,
Yeah,
yes,
so
of
this is
course.
what I can do.
But
I will,
Lulu has not played a card this turn, so
yeah.
Lulu can still play.
All right. I will play Lulu to put uh a blast to Arya because it's
That has a cost. That has a cost of 2.
yeah, two. Wait. Sorry. Wrong. Not that one.
That's a good card, by the way.
This one here.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm attacking you later. So I will discard 3. Wait a minute. Oh man, this one is really nice. Cards in my hand. Oh man. So I will discard 3, 1, 2. Oh.
That's why charity matters, by the way.
Yeah, that's a currency. So, oh man, Solar Shard, but this one can deal damage to supporters. Oh man. Okay, I'll just use this one. There.
Oh,
I don't
the
know
Vertex.
if that's the correct one. I don't know. Anyway, just to satisfy with this item. So now it's equipped.
And now she has 3 attacks. So yeah, now she
Yeah,
can move and then
I can
start
move,
punching me in the head.
then attack your character. 3.
Ooh. So you have a current luck of 1, right? Yeah, you have 1 luck, so you have to
Of
roll a 1
course.
or lower. So
Oh,
that's not a crit, but it's 3 damage minus 1 resist. So I'll take 2 damage.
okay, 2.
Yep.
Then I still have. So I played that card with Lulu, and then I can. Wait, what's the attack
You
of
can
Lulu?
move.
Oh,
You can move if you want to protect your character.
yeah, but it doesn't have any. Wait, is Lulu an angel? No,
No,
it's
that's
a
a supporter.
dragon. Okay, and then can I don't know when to play a day change. Each player must discard 2 cards. Each player draws 2 cards. You can only play
Well,
one damage.
you can't play any more cards this turn because everything you have in play has already played a card.
Oh yeah, because of Lulu. All right, so
So your best option right now is to just move Lulu.
yes, choose to protect. Okay, yeah, I'm done.
All right.
Then draw a card. One card.
Yep. Each of us draw a card. Dang. Man, I wish. So I might try. I can't even do anything to this Aria. That's crazy. I'm going to use Eric to discard a card. Well, actually, I'm going to use Elia to play a card. Elia is going to play a Jester's Mass and equip herself. I'm going to discard a card so that Zeo, after Zeo moves, he's going to discard a card and use his ability, reaching your Lulu to move her here.
To move it. Okay.
And then I'm going to deal 1 damage to her with that same effect. And since Lulu has to resist, I have to roll for critical damage.
Okay.
And I rolled a 6, so you actually resist it. So 1 damage minus 2 resist is 0, of course.
All right.
And now I'm going to use Zeo to swing at Lulu for 5 damage with 3 luck. And it's a crit, so you'll take 5 damage.
Okay, I have a resist, right? 2.
I'm dealing critical damage, so it ignores the resist.
Okay. So
You don't
5.
get resist, so you're just taking flat out 5 damage. Yeah, whenever you deal critical damage, you ignore the resist.
Yeah. Okay.
So that will also allow me to proc my taser, since it was a supporter this time, which will attempt to stun your Lulu. So because I'm inflicting a status, Lulu's going to roll for resist. Same way that you roll for critical damage with the luck. So Lulu has a resist of 2. And since I'm
Yep.
trying to inflict you with a status of stun, you're going to try to roll a 2 or lower.
So I roll a 2 or lower. Yep. Wait. Oh. Oh man. Okay.
So what'll happen is Lulu will get stunned and have 1 stun counter put on it.
Stun means?
Okay, so when a card is stunned, its base movement is reduced by 1. So right now, Lulu has a movement of 0.
All right. And what? And
And
when did it
if
will go to 0?
what do you mean?
The stun. The stun. Sorry.
It doesn't. It's well at the end of each turn, each player rolls for resist again with all of their cards that are inflicted with status. And if they
Ah.
succeed, they can remove a status.
Okay. Yeah. Got it.
But that's not going to matter. Now, the other thing about stun is for every stun counter on a card, if I attack that card, my attacking card will gain luck equal to the amount of stun counters on you. So my Eric, for example, has a base luck of 1. So in order to deal critical damage to something with Eric, I'd have to roll 1. But since your Lulu is stunned, I get an increased luck by 1 since you have 1 stun counter. So I actually have 2 luck when I attack Lulu, which means I can roll a 2 or lower now. So
Okay.
stun helps with dealing easier critical damage and stops the opponent from moving around.
Yeah.
So there's 4 or 5 status types, and they all do similar things with the counters where it lowers a base stat if they're inflicted with that status, but they'll do something unique as well. So I'm just going to move here, and I'm going to use the ability of Ilia to select your Lulu and deal 1 damage to it, ignoring resist.
1 damage, so that becomes 6. Oh, it's dead.
Yep. And since it was lethal damage, she has another clause in her effect. I can send one card, a supporter, from my deck to the discard pile that has a cost of 2 or higher. So I'm going to send an Ishion the Dragon because I don't want to draw those. And then I'm going to use Eric to try to deal critical damage to your Arya.
All right.
So I'm going to swing at Arya for 3 damage. Is that a 1? No, it's a 3. I was about to say, how did I roll 1 again?
3.
So you
0.
have, yeah, 1. Yeah, you have 5 resist. So I deal 0 damage.
Yeah, I have 5 resist. Yeah, correct.
So I'm going to move Eric back and discard a card so that Eric can play a card, which is going to be Ishion. And then I guess I can't do anything else. I'm just going to end my turn.
Okay, so draw a card. Draw a card there. All right, this one is okay. So I can't reach the character, right, because of this.
That's correct.
So I have to kill this before I can reach the
Yes.
character. Okay, so the question is, can I attack and then move?
Yes, you can do anything in any order as long as you can still do it.
All right, I'll attack this with Angel.
Okay, so
With
it's
Arya.
dead.
Yeah, and then move Arya here.
Oh.
Then I will put a supporter to here.
Oh, nice.
Is that from? So Arya can still put a supporter, right? Or not? Not.
She hasn't. Yeah, she hasn't played a card, so
Yeah.
she can still play a card. Yes.
Yeah, that one.
And
Then
you discard a card for the cost.
yeah. Well, how much is that one? Yeah. I'll discard that there. Then I'll use this. So Arya is done already. So I'll use that with.
Rory can't attack, move, or play cards this turn because you manually played him this turn. Supporters have basically
Summoning sickness.
Think of summoning sickness for Magic.
But it cannot play a card, anything, right? It's like
it can't do anything. It's
can't do
just a
anything.
break.
All right.
Yeah.
So
now, if you put it into play with a card effect, that's different. Then it can do whatever it wants, unless the card effect says it can't do something. But if you manually play it by paying its cost, it has summoning sickness.
And then I'll use Rory to play Day Change.
You can't.
Oh yeah, I have to. What? Sorry.
Well, the reason you can't is because it says each player must discard 2 cards. I don't have 2 cards to discard.
So I have to wait for you to have 2 cards.
But
okay.
Rory hasn't played a card yet. So, like, technically speaking, you can do some plays with Rory right now. Like, if you wanted to discard a card, or technically send a card from your hand to your discard pile, and 1 card from your hand to your between, so that you can play an item like this on Rory himself from your between. Because he has his ability, remember?
Yes.
And that will allow you to put Day Change from your hand into the between and trigger it. Which will get you Graze back, which is a defensive card.
So that means you can put any time in a card in between?
No, you're using Rory's ability.
Yeah, to put. Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. I use the ability that I will put a card.
You're
Send.
going to send a card from your hand to the between, and
correct.
1 to your discard pile.
One in between, there.
Yep.
They change, and 1. Sorry. Between, send 1 card from your hand to your discard pile. Oh man. No, no, no. I can't. These ones are really nice cards.
Are you sure? Because you can get this back on top of your deck immediately, which you're
I'm
probably going to want next turn.
yeah, I'm not sure. Look at my cards here. I just show you. So
You
I
don't need this. Soul's a dead card now because you don't have Zephyr in play anymore. So
ah,
this is
okay.
perfectly worth pitching. It's
All right.
useless to you.
So that one
And
then.
then you would send this to your between so that you can play your Remedy of Power using Rory. And who is he going to select? Himself. So now he's going to gain 1 attack, which puts him at 3 attack.
Wait.
And then you
Sorry.
get to draw a card because it's an item.
But that's for only that turn, right? Or it will be
That's
permanent.
fine. It's
Oh
only that
yeah,
turn.
because I have the chance to get another card from my deck.
Yep, and then you'll draw a card because it's an item.
Yeah, there. Oh yeah, correct. And then I
And
can.
now that everything has finished resolving, you can resolve the trigger of your day change. And now you get to put this on top of your deck.
Oh yeah, because they change as a trigger. This card is sent to between. You can play one other card in between. Oh, top my deck. Okay,
And
yeah,
this is
correct.
a very good card. It's a very
Mhm.
useful card.
Yeah.
Now here's why that's useful for you. Because your Rory hasn't moved yet.
Mhm.
So now your Rory has 3 attack and can swing for 3 damage at my Zeo.
Oh, this turn. Okay, yeah, correct.
Yeah, combos.
Combo. But I can't play a supporter because I already played a card, right? No, no, I haven't played a card yet.
Yeah,
So,
he just played Remedy.
oh, correct. Yeah, correct.
Yeah,
Yeah, I played Remedy, so I can't play another card.
but you can attack.
Yeah, so it moved, then attack. Ah, because I have two because of the weapon, so two reach. So that means one plus one, two, three. So and I have three attacks.
Yep, and you're going to roll for critical damage when you attack, as you do anytime you try to deal damage. You
Yeah.
roll for critical damage.
So what's my critical damage? Is
You have
one,
1 luck, so you have to roll a 1.
one luck. Okay. Oh,
That's 3 damage
that's
since
nice.
this ignores my resist.
Okay, three damage. Nice. Okay.
And then you'd pretty much be done with your turn
Yeah, I'm
at
done.
that point.
Everything.
And the great part is when you draw your card, you get to draw grays.
Yep. Okay. There you go. Okay, so I'll play this card.
I think I opened possibly the worst hand and continued to draw dead cards the entire game. I think I'm just going to go ahead and try to assault your Rory as much as possible. Yeah, I'm going to use Zeo to attack your Rory. Now, before damage calculation, you have a trigger you can use.
That I have a grace, right?
That is correct. It has a trigger that says if I attack, basically, you can apply its trigger and
If
immediately play it from your hand.
so, I can play that
Yep. Anybody who
because.
hasn't played a card this turn can play it. And since
Mm-hmm.
nobody's played a card this turn, you can play Grays.
Yeah.
And it
Okay.
doesn't matter who plays it. It could be the supporter Rory. He's been in play for a whole turn, so he's no longer under summoning sickness.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't matter who plays it. I would just recommend using the Rory. You know. But what'll happen now is you're going to reduce the attacking card's attack equal to the number of weapons equipped to him.
Yeah.
So he has 3 weapons, so he's going to lose 3 attack, which means I'm swinging for 2 damage. But I'm also swinging for critical damage. So
Okay.
it's a crit.
Mm-hmm. So
Which means you'll
it's
take 2 damage to your character. So I'm going to copy this damage die and put it on top of you. And also, I get to proc my
but
taser.
wait, sorry. Um, you were
This goes
you were attacking my Rory here, right? Not
no,
this one.
no, I'm attacking. My Zeo can't reach this. I'm attacking with Zeo, and I'm attacking Rory. And the only Rory that Zeo can reach is right here.
All right. But why did I put that in there?
Because it doesn't matter who plays it.
Ah,
It's not
yeah,
selecting anything. It doesn't have to reach anything.
yeah, yeah,
It's just lowering the attack of the attacking card.
yeah. Okay.
So you lowered it by 3, and then I dealt critical damage, so I'm dealing 2 damage in total.
Yeah. So I
And
got.
since it's critical damage, I proc my taser, and I'm going to try to stun your Rory. So you're going to roll for resist with Rory since you have 1 resist. And no resist, that means you get stunned.
Mm-hmm.
Which means he can't move because he has a base movement of 0 right now because stun reduces the base movement by 1.
Yep.
And if I attack him with anything, the attacking card will gain 1 luck during damage calculation when rolling for critical damage.
Mm-hmm.
So now that that's out of the way, I'm going to attack this Rory with my Eric for 3 damage. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this die again.
3.
Yep.
And since I don't have a resist, yeah, okay.
Yep. And then I'm going to move her here. And I'm going to attack him for 1 damage.
Yep. It's gonna be 4.
And then I'm going to use her ability to select him to deal 1 damage ignoring resist. So now he's at 5. I'm going to move Eric over 1. I'm going to discard 1 so that Elia can play Ishion.
Mm-hmm.
Or actually, Eric is going to play. No, I'm going to play with Zio after I move. I can't do anything else, unfortunately. So, what'll happen is at the end of the turn, before players draw their cards, you're going to
Mm-hmm.
roll for resist with Rory because he has a status indicator. Yeah, he's got a status counter on him, so he's going to roll for resist 1 time.
All right. I need.
This happens at the end of every player's turn.
Yeah. So I need to get 1.
A 1. Yep. If you roll a 1, you can remove that stun. If
Yeah.
you roll anything higher than it, you keep the stun.
All right.
So
Oh man.
that means you remain with stun. So at this point, we would draw our cards, and you would begin your turn.
Draw a card. All
I'm
right.
scared
I
now.
can.
Ari is really annoying.
So I can play Lulu here. Oh. Oops. Right. Using this.
Yeah, but you'll have to pay a cost.
Yeah. 2. Oh. That's a problem.
Is it really though?
Yeah. I don't have any good cards here to play that.
Well, you could just attack with this Rory, right? I mean, technically you can. He has 1 attack. I have 0 resist.
Yeah. Correct.
So I'm vulnerable.
I have to do something.
And you can even use him as part of paying the cost. So after you attack with him, you can use like Arya to play Lulu by sacking off this Rory and 1 card from your hand. Since he costs 1. Remember, cards in play, even your equipment can be used to pay costs. As long as it has a cost, you can use it to pay a cost.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna use some of the. Oh no, these ones are.
You
really
can't use
strong.
Burjax because it's worth 0 while it's in play.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's 0. This is 1. All right.
Yep.
So I can actually.
Oh wait, I just realized something.
Yeah.
This damage is given to Arya, not your Rory, because she has Zephyr's ring equipped. I forgot about that.
Wait. Any damage that would be dealt to your card is dealt to equipped card, ignoring resist instead.
Yep, and I dealt 2 damage to the character, so she's going to take 2 damage ignoring resist.
So this one's dead, right?
What do you mean dead?
Because instead of you attacked my Arya, right?
No,
Oh,
I
you did not?
last turn I attacked your character.
Oh yeah, correct.
Yeah, and I dealt 2 damage to him. But because she's equipped with the ring, she's going to take that 2 damage instead of your character.
Oh yeah. Okay. So that's why you put it there. HP 6.
She
Very
has
good.
more than 6 HP. She has 7.
Yeah.
And 5 resist.
You know what? Um,
She has 5 resist.
5. This one is how many? 6. So can I use like this? Oh yeah, I can do this. Can I attack and then sacrifice?
Yeah, you can do anything in any order
Yeah. So I attack first this
to deal
with
1 damage.
Rory. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Fair enough.
Then I will sacrifice Rory and this one to bring Lulu. Correct?
Who's playing it?
Uh, Lulu. Was this Arya?
Okay. So Arya's going to play Lulu? Yep, you can do that.
Yes.
And then Lulu will trigger. And it's mandatory because it doesn't say you can. So when this card is put into play, draw 1 card. That's mandatory.
So draw 1 card.
And then you have an optional effect since you have Arya in play. You can pitch a card from your hand to snipe my hand.
You can send 1 card from your hand to the between. Okay. And 1 random card from your opponent's hand to between. You can only use this trigger of Lulu. Ah, okay. So I will put. Oh, wait a minute.
So
Can I put a supporter in a between?
yeah, why not?
Oh, okay. I put.
The supporter's still a card. It just says send 1 card. So
So I sent
it
in the
doesn't matter what type. So I have only 1 card in my hand, so I'm going to send that to my between. So I am now handless, and that sucks.
Yeah. And so and I have a summoning sickness, right?
Yes, so it can't do anything this turn.
Yeah, so my turn will be attacking using this to wait.
I'm scared.
Oh no. Pick up, man. Wait. How much is this one? 1 and you have 7. 1 is 5. You have 7 and I have how many? 1. Oh, just 1. Oh no, I have 2. 3. So
Yep.
7. Yeah. I got attack angel using to here.
And that would be 3 minus. Yep. You basically you have this game.
Wait a minute. What was the life of this? Was is 3 correct or 4? I forgot.
It's 2.
It's 2. Okay. So
I did 2 damage to your character, so she should have 2 damage on her.
yeah. So they are both
So why is it at
done.
3?
Both.
Oh no, it's game. It's game.
Why?
Because I have no hand and I lost all of my investment.
But you still have. You can still draw some cards. No?
Oh no! Trust me, I've played like several thousand hours of this game. I know when I've
Also,
lost.
when it's like this, it's done. Okay.
Yeah, I know when I lost.
It's like
When I
checkmate.
said I opened a really terrible hand, I meant I opened a really terrible hand.
Yeah. Okay,
So
that's first
once you
timer
took
luck.
out, yeah, no, not really.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's
And I'm a little bit confused on the sequence, but yeah,
it basically, as long as a card has not played a card, it can play a card. But once it plays a card, it can't play another card.
yeah, that's what I'm
That's
a little bit
and
confused.
you can do anything in any order. There's no like phases. If you want to attack first, you can. And
Mm-hmm.
then if you want to play a card after that, you can. If you want to move after that, if you can do it, then go for it. As long as you want to do something, do it in any order you want to do it in.
Yeah.
As long as you can.
Okay, the question is this Soul Dragon, I can use the ability of this card, right? As long
Yeah.
as yeah, I can put so send one card. Oh no, I can't because I only have two cards on my hand.
Yeah. So you would need to send the two from your hand for Rory, and
Yeah,
then when you go to, if you want to play the soul, since it
correct.
specifically says play it, you'll have to pay two more.
Yeah,
So
basically this turn I can't play Soul the Dragon.
yeah, you're usually using Rory to play things like items and actions from your between. It's
Ah,
very
okay.
rarely a supporter. You want to use free or low cost cards for that.
Yeah, because it's expensive to play
Well,
the
I
supporter.
mean, I mean, you're turning your whole between into a hand. It better
Yeah,
be
correct.
expensive.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, that's great. So I'm gonna
So
end up this video. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you learned something from the Watchman and me. And yeah, see you in the next video.